Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So, new Master Duel event, the Limit 1 Festival. This is the current deck that I'm using. It's basically a Swordsoul Toolbox deck, but with a couple of sub-engines. As you see, it's actually one of the, at least one of the suggestions from the previous video, where I was thinking, well, I have pretty much all the cards for this particular deck as well, so I might, you know, just try it out here in the festival. So it works wonders. It's still very good. The base core of the deck is of course your Swordsoul cards. Of course, every card is basically at one of the deck, but the thing is that it really goes well with Tenyi, Wurn types, right? I was running Yang Zing first, but the Yang Zings are just a bit too slow. I would not recommend running them, but you need to find other engines that go well with you know, the Tenyi package. And an important toolbox card for the Tenyi, or well, the Tenyi and the Swordsoul, mainly the Swordsoul cards, I'm looking at Moye and Taya, is Yadzi. And Yadzi is of course a very generic level 7 Synchro, so you're looking at level 7 Synchro engines, and there are a couple of them. The first one is a no-brainer. That's the Rose package, I guess, you know, with Red Rose Dragon, which eventually searches out Rox Rose and their Monster Reborn, Basil Rose shoot. Basically short set, those are like 3 level 3 tuners you can get on the board all in the same turn, because every, you know, they search each other, I guess, you know what I mean. Plus, on top of that, as you know, the Tenyi package can special summon themselves for free. So those are either level 4s, free level 4s, free level 7s, if it's, you know, Vishuda or Ashuna, and together with your, you know, level 3 tuners, that's easy level 10 Synchro plays. Plus, a small punk engine is in here as well. One of them searches their effect negation, their impermanence, while the other one is their monster searcher. Most of the time it's, where is it, Foxy. Yeah, Foxy Tune for, I guess, extending plays more level 3 tuners on the field, which again capitalizes on either the level 7 combo lines with Yadzi, for example, and or the level 10 combos, right? But other than that, it works really, really well. So, you know, let's zoom in some duels. So one of the first duels I had today, it's a huge variety of decks, Fusion, Zodiacs, vampires, zombies, you know, you're playing against so many different decks. So I go first, and this is definitely I mean, if you can do this is a superb opening hand, either Taya or Moye for more draws. But drawing both punks, that's not, well, it's fine if you have, let's say, another Tenyi, one Tenyi. Again, it's a free level 7 or level 4 on your side of the field, and then a normal summon of one of your punks is fine, because again, that will search and eventually lead to basically a level 10 Synchro play, which in this festival is probably more than enough. So my opponent is playing Despia, Fusion, Shadow, and is opening really well. Again, that Nadir, I believe, Shadow Fusion as well. Most importantly, I'm able to survive this one, so I can, you know, come back. That Lightning Storm, I believe, yeah, indeed, hit the traps, because again, this deck has the capability to go for Baxia to bounce back both fusions. So we get information that the last, what was it, the fusion spell, Brandon Red, I believe the name is. So that should be enough. And because everything is at 1, I'm able to, you know, get back my Chichao from my banished pile thanks to the Earth Tenyi, because again, Taya is still on the field, so I can go for another level 8 Synchro play. So it's all cool. Swordsoul as a deck can, you know, it can definitely function really well, even though, you know, all the cards are at 1. Again, those combo lines of level 7, which again, Yazi leads to your whole Swordsoul engine. And again, Moye is basically full combo, plus ending on either a Baron and or this one, the Swordsoul level 10, is game against most decks, unless that one of Lava Golem, Kaiju, Rageki, you know, stuff like that. So second duel again going first. This is another Taya opening hand. Don't worry, all opening hands are not like this. But what I was saying is that most of the time, indeed, even though the hand traps are at 1, like 1 Veiler, 1 Ash, 1 Maxi, 1 Imperm, your opponent will always have those. So your Taya or Moye will probably never resolve. So this is definitely not a strong board. One of the decks that I'm running here is Ascendant of Thunder, the level 7 in my hand. It's basically a free level 7 on board. It costs you 3k. life points. But again, I think it's worth it, especially because it's special summoned. Plus, you can still keep your normal summon for one of your roses, for example, which again also has a built-in level 3 engine, or the punks, which again, it's a free, easy level 10 synchro on board. So normal summon one of the punks that searches their effect negation, which is again fantastic. And as you saw, the deck is basically a toolbox, which kind of means that the core of the deck is Swordsoul with Tenyi. Again, both of them can run separate from each other, while other engines like the Rose engine, the whatchamacallit, the Punk engine as well, definitely, you know, this makes this deck much more powerful. It increases the ceiling by a lot. And as you saw, I'm running the small invoked package. With that I mean the Invocation Field spell, the Invocation Fusion spell, and Alistair himself. Basically, you know, just have that strong generic engine, because normal summon Alistair is basically 2 free fusions. If your opponent is able to get rid of Makaba with the Kaiju or whatever, you can follow it up with, what is it called? Olinoigus? You know which one I mean. The one that bounces back stuff. And that's really strong, again, just by off of 1 card. And the engine on its own is not really, you know, taking up that much space. So, as I think pretty much every deck, I think from all the duels, about 20, I'm almost done. All the duels I played today, I think everyone was main decking the staples, right? Raigeki, Nibiru, Mexi, Ash, Veiler, Lightning Storm. I think everyone was playing those. I mean, if you're going second, you definitely want those cards, right? So I'm able to break the board. I believe I got Drolled, so I can't search, but again, you know, the Earth Tenyi getting back the Atara, I believe the name is, for next turn, who knows. And this is going to be cool. So Baron, you know, popping the field spell, setting 2. I still like Crossout in this format. Lightning Storm is indeed getting negated because my copy is already in the graveyard, but my opponent has Raigeki as well, so that's a nice top deck, but Crossout just says no. Ah, that's nice, right? Otherwise, my board would have been cleared, but that Moya, and that's the thing, right? Swordsoul has a couple of 1 cards, double negate, you know how it works, level 8, level 10, or more synchro plays, and there are so many cards leading to that, and the top decking the Moya is just GG, it's just game, it's a level 8, it's a level 10 synchro, and one of the 7s that I'm running is the Wind Pegasus at Ignister, because it's a generic level 7. Plus, when your opponent destroys one of your monsters, I believe, you can banish it and bounce back 1 card from your opponent back to the deck. I believe it's something like that, but it's most of the time used for a synchro upgrade line, like, let's say you special summon a Tenyi, normal summon a Punk, or a Rose, for example, and then you know that your Rose engine is turned on, which is basically either 2 or 3 free level 3 tuners on board. You know, you can synchro grind to a free level 10 synchro on board. So that's why the Pegasus is there, and you know, more protection. Of course, the Taya indeed gets negated, it's fine though, and here the Maxi definitely helps drawing into Ash. That's a small sack, but it is what it is. They are there, I've been through the same thing in other duels as well. So this didn't really, you know, look too great, but I'm going to survive. And well, if it wasn't for Storm, the Dark Law definitely could have been problematic. Then again, Moya is there. Then again, I don't have any worm types, so the Invocation Field spell is good. Again, normal summon Alistair deals with a lot of fields, but again, Lightning Storm is also there as well. But that's what you get giving your opponent those cards off of a Mixie. So Crossout is fine if your opponent has like Nibiru or Ash on their own. So use the field spell and that's game, right? Again, you go for the board wipe, and eventually normal summon Alistair is Makaba, and after a board wipe, that's strong. That's really, really strong. Especially in, you know, an event like this. So this is really cool. Go for the free level 7, and Teleport is again one of those strong 1-card starters. Go for the Punk to search out Foxy. You know, discard, special summon another level 3 tuner, another Punk. Go, and here, yeah, this might seem strange, but my opponent was, I believe, Toggled on, and I was like, he has Nibiru. So that's why I didn't normal summon Taya. Just in case if my opponent did have Nibiru, and then, you know, I can capitalize on that, normal summon Taya and go from there. But it wasn't the case. It also was kind of because of, was it Mexi or which hand trap did I have? That display was kind of okay, especially again in this festival where decks are neutered. Opponent playing Speedroids. Open with Ash, that's okay. Again, going first, this hand is, well, drawing Invocation is not the best. The deck, I guess, has only 2 bricks, cards that you really don't want to open or draw. That's Invocation obviously, because you want to search it with Alistair, and the Red Rose Monster Reborn, because again, you want to search it with one of your Rose cards. So again, get Makaba on board, and Makaba being at least one negation. Monster negation here in this situation, unless the Maxi is giving me some spells and or traps draws that will, and this happens every time the Kaiju, always, but it's fine though, because again, having Makaba in the graveyard, it's just a fusion monster for another invoked fusion summon, because again, my next normal summon is definitely going to be Alistair, if it wasn't for this draw. So draw the Swordsoul Searcher, which again leads to Moye, and that's full combo. That's how ridiculous this deck still is, even though all the cards are at one. Like, all these engines, they work really well together, and I think I already had the full Swordsoul core ready. I think I needed to craft like a couple of cards, but a couple of supers, because again, all the cards, I guess, in the extra deck are pretty much also staples. You know, you can use them in other decks. So again, that Maxi coming in clutch, but my opponent is playing actually playing like a burn deck. We know the whatchamacallit, the what was set? I'm not sure. So Lightning Storm, the back row, I think. No, the monster lineup. Yeah, because we know the Brennett in red is there. And I believe one of the cards that my opponent discarded earlier was, I believe, Secret Blast. It gives burn damage to your opponent. So I was like, I needed to get rid of, you know, the Despia fusion. Basically, you know, pay 600, I believe, every time. And again, I can capitalize, you know, priority number one is to just get Chichao on board. Plus, and this should be game, right? I can go for Baron, yeah, and that's game. Already had the couple of normal summons, but again, those normal summons are okay, because all the 10E monsters can special summon themselves, free level 4s or free level 7s, and any normal summon tuner, level 3 tuner, either Punk or Rose, like the one you just saw, opens up so many combo lines you can do. And going second, being able to put up Yazi is so strong, because again, Yazi destroy itself and search Moye, and that's again game if your opponent is not able to negate that one. So it's definitely a very strong deck. Again, all feedback is appreciated. Suggestions, deck lists, feel free to leave them down below. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Signing out. Peace.